are back on the roll-up. I am the Undertoker. That once again is CM Skunk. Skunk, how the fuck you doing?
Toker, I feel wonderful.
Wonderful, amazing. Glad to hear it. It's been a couple weeks since you recorded. It got a little cold up here in Chicago.
Oh my goodness, it took out everything.
It was a little too cold to leave the house if you didn't have to. And as much as I love doing this with my man Skunk here, not when it's negative.
At least everyone's safe now. Oh Jesus, I got some V8 on my shirt. That's
oh
fine.
No!
I'm having too much
He's
fun.
juicing. He's juicing, and we're only 30 seconds in.
I swear
That's
to
that
God.
Moxley energy.
I swear.
But big news. We have a lot to talk about. Good episode of Dynamite. Some big news stories dropping over the last couple of days. Of course, you got to tell me what happened this day in pro wrestling. I do not know this one ahead of time. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. So we got a lot to get to. Shall we start with probably the biggest story, the most recent? The WWE Monday Night Raw will be moving to Netflix starting January 2025.
Commercial free.
I do not believe it will be commercial free. I don't think so.
But if it is imagine the little skits in between. Or segments, I should say.
I think you can get certain, like Netflix has different subscription tiers where you can get ads. So I think some people will still have ads during Raw if they pay.
Maybe it
for
depends
that
on where we live,
tier.
type of stuff. But yeah.
I think it's what subscription level you get.
For sure. Well, that makes sense. It's cool though because not only is it's not only a big deal that Netflix is diving into the live sports side of entertainment distribution. The very first thing they pick is the WWE and Monday Night Raw.
It's no longer going to be the longest running weekly episodic television show in history, as Michael Cole likes to rattle off.
But it will remain that way. Who else will replace it?
I don't know. It's going to be
That's right.
What's USA Network going to do? They're going to have nothing. There's nothing. What else is on that channel? Raw's still on USA, right? I don't even know what channel Raw
Psych
is on anymore. Psych, like right after?
Psych and Monk.
Monk, oh
Those
my
were the
God.
days.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I remember, I never watched CSI, but I would always watch the last 10 minutes right before Raw. Or it was either Raw or
yeah,
SmackDown.
you always catch that right before.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
But yeah, it's a $5 billion deal worth 10 years. So.
Oh snap! 10 years.
I was reading eventually SmackDown and all the pay-per-views and everything is gonna be on there. So yeah, Netflix and WWE. It's gonna be.
That is a big deal because it's not only a big deal for the WWE. It's just if they're big, the rest of the industry trickles down, even though they're selling a different product.
All I have to say is, once again, Lucha Underground paving the way for wrestling today.
That is cool.
They were the first on Netflix, and WWE just copying more. I was gonna say more successful companies, but Lucha Underground instead.
It's too late, and they could have had
cooler
a
companies copying cooler companies. All right, the other big news story dropped late last week. Kazuchika Okada is leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, tell me more about that. I'm barely getting back into the Japan stuff.
So his contract expires October 31st. Or January 31st.
Oh, I was like, we got time.
Yeah. January 31st, he leaves New Japan Pro Wrestling. I mean, it's a huge loss for New Japan. On top of Ospreay. Like, he was the fucking guy. This would be like... He said he's been there 17 years, I think. I'm trying to, give you, a good, This would be like if in, mid-2012, John Cena just up and decided he was leaving WWE. That is kind of, the scale.
Went to TNA.
It wasn't even that, just announced that he was just leaving. You know what I mean?
Leaving, cutting out.
Yeah. Okada has been their dude since, I think, 2012. I admittedly have only gotten into New Japan in the more recent years.
Okay.
I think around G1 2019, whatever the one was in Dallas, where they I think it was an Ospreay Ibushi match that opened, or no, it was Ospreay and Lance Archer maybe. I don't know. It was G1 in Dallas that I started watching New Japan. So I'm not the historian either, but yeah, that is a big deal. Some rumors were that he's WWE bound. However, I will believe that when he is on their fucking screen. I think he's smart enough to know. I think he saw what they did to Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't think he wants that for himself. So yeah, big news stories coming out of the last couple of weeks since we've been off. I think that's it. That's all I can think of. So yeah, you want to talk Dynamite?
Honestly, Dynamite was fire. It was explosive tonight.
That was
so
good.
much wrestling.
Good shit, man. Pentagon and Hangman ruled. We opened first. Let's give the champion his respect. We opened the show with Samoa Joe, the Samoan Joseph machine himself, our world champion.
Bless this man.
Hell fucking
give him his flowers.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what he said, but he basically said, if you want the championship,
all these guys tonight had to prove themselves by winning their matches so that they could maybe have a chance to
get their ass beat.
They're gonna get choked out. Joe is gonna kill them.
But and
they never learn.
Yep. And then he said something, and then he got interrupted by Hook. Hook's music hit. Hook came out.
And Hook was not happy.
He was not happy. That was a very angry Hook. He went to say something he went to say something to Joe. I don't know what he said. Our stream got a little fucky during this point. But when it came back, they were beating each other's ass and trying.
And Joe called security.
Yeah, Joe called security. Hook was throwing fucking security guards around. Then Joe got on commentary for Hangman and Pentagon right out the gate.
That was a fun match.
It was very physical.
Fun,
very physical.
Those kicks to the freaking head, I was like, ah!
The one where he launched him up in the turnbuckle and kicked him in the face, man. Oh.
I thought he was about to detach his retina with those boots.
Yeah, man. Pentagon was kicking the shit out of Hangman. Hangman was giving it right back to Pentagon, though. He kept making eye contact with Samoa Joe, staring him down.
The dead eye
right on the apron.
Oh my god!
Hit him with it was like 1.5 fucking buckshot lariats for the win. He went to hit.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna pin him with no basic clothesline.
He went to hit Pentagon. Pentagon ducked. He turned around and clotheslined him and went back out. Boom! One more time, pinned him. 1, 2, 3. He said, "I'm coming for you, Samoa Joe," and I believe him.
Yeah.
Then we had well, shit, my friend. What did we have after that?
We had a lot to smoke.
Yeah.
But anyways, his in the night, was it timeless Tony Storm?
No, that was much later in the night.
I'm sorry, she's the greatest.
That was around 7:45, I think.
That's all right.
Although they did go pretty long. It was 7:20 when that match. And what else happened?
It don't matter.
Wait, we had George Cassidy's interview. He basically accepted Roderick Strong's challenge at Revolution. But he said, you want to wait till Revolution, whatever, that's coward shit. I'm going to keep doing my thing. He announced a match for Rampage for a shot at his title on Collision. And then I believe it was Timeless Tony and the Diana's segment.
So they got the international title and then the continental title and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the two newest belts.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, the international belt is kind of rebranded as their European Championship type of stuff.
Kinda. It was always kind of like their Intercontinental title.
Okay.
It used to be the All Atlantic when they first.
At first, the TNT was almost like their Intercontinental belt, but
no, the TNT title was always really more of a
just
TV
an exclusive
title.
TV title. Yeah, you're right.
But no, the international title is definitely like essentially their intercontinental title at this point.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then, so I guess the continental title is the European title. Or?
No, I think the continental.
That will be a step above the European title. I'm just saying, like, as far as like, hey, just like I just want these guys to really fight the best of the best across anywhere from. Is all. Oh man, if a guy like Ildova Kingo gets that, that'll be a sight. Or even Pentagon.
Pentagon would be awesome. But yeah, so we had that. Then there was the Timeless Tony segment with Deonna Purrazzo. They had half the fucking screen in black and white, and I rolled my eyes so hard that it hurt. But it is what it is. There's always
the greatest.
There's always goofy shit in wrestling sometimes, and
Timeless Tony, Storm, and Deonna have matching tattoos.
It's not for me. Yeah, they do. They do indeed have matching tattoos.
I was just like, how dare you?
Honestly, if we're gonna keep doing this Timeless Tony, black and white, fucking funny,
keep her on commentary if she's not held in the belt.
Just get the belt off of her. Put the belt on Deonna, and then none of your championships are fucking being dragged down by goofy nonsense. Yes, she. For those of you who do not know, she makes funny faces and she talks with an accent. Oh, and they show her in black and white.
Yeah,
Toni Storm is wonderful. This gimmick is
the greatest. She is the most entertaining thing in that company right now, and I love it.
Definitely not. Definitely.
It's ridiculous, and I love it.
It's ridiculous. Yes, I agree. I agree with the sentiment that it is ridiculous.
I can't help but get behind it. It's just Goldust, but just up a whole nother notch.
Okay, but I don't want Goldust on my wrestling show.
But why?
Because I don't want that goofy like.
Solid champion. Toni Storm, the greatest champion. What's not to love?
Anyway,
that's okay. This is fun. What else happened after that with the Moxley interview?
Yes, I don't remember.
Or was there another match?
There was a Moxley pre-tape. I don't remember exactly what he said. Bill, he talked about how BCC take no days off and how they've got matches lined up. I believe Moxley's wrestling Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, he's with
Saturday, and then they just announced this during the middle of the match.
Shane Taylor, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Moriarty. Yeah, he's with STP. But then during one of the matches, I don't even remember what match it was at this point. They announced on Saturday that Bryan Danielson is also going to be facing fucking Yuji Nagata. That just
another Japan legend.
Yeah, he must have got on the plane with Suzuki, and Tony was just like, you free Saturday? You doing anything?
He's just collecting side quest badges, and I love it.
Yep. Let's see. We had
We had Swerve and Jeff Hardy.
We had Swerve and Jeff Hardy, which was much better than
that was
I
a really
expected.
fun match to watch. Jeff Hardy put on probably his best match of the year.
Swerve was going in on that man.
I love that jump over the barricade from the stairs.
There were a couple times where I was worried Jeff was gonna hurt Swerve.
I thought they were both gonna kill
that
each
whole
other.
segment there. I was just like, Jesus Christ, Jeff. I need this man healthy at Revolution so he can win the title.
Oh, that twist of fate onto the steps too.
Yeah.
That looks stiff.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't need Jeff Hardy kicking out of the house call at his age. Swerve should have just kicked him in the head with that.
He's still standing.
And won. But it is what it is. It was much more fun than I thought. I was admittedly of the matches that of the main contenders. This was the one I was least interested in. But yeah, we also had Red Velvet versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa looked pretty good. That was good. It was good.
Oh
to see
yeah!
her.
Now with her hair's blonde, she really brought the thunder.
Thunder, hell yeah.
That's right. Her new move looks kind of cool. It's just like a pile driver side slam flip
Yeah, I don't think I cut it. But we also had the trios titles were defended. I gave the Acclaimed versus
that was
Embassy,
fun.
Mogul Embassies. That was a very fun match. I, for some reason, thought it was Bullet Club Gold wrestling Mogul Embassy.
I almost thought like they were handed the.
I guess I read the
like
card
they had
wrong.
their own. Like, do they have their own trios belt or?
They do. They just won the Ring of Honor tag team.
Okay,
titles.
yeah, that's right. That's why I was so confuzzled. But I guess they're the most winningest team right now. Now they're one big faction.
Yeah, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, baby.
Nice.
Let's see what else we had. There was something else.
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet versus
Thunder Rosa.
We talked about
yeah, we
that.
did.
Fuck. There was something else. We talked about the tag match.
The trios match was.
There was the Sting and
Sting and Darby.
Sting and Darby.
The Bucks are gonna do Sting bad.
Sting and Darby challenged Big Bill and Ricky Starks for the tag team titles. So that's gonna be in 2 weeks. They're 100% winning that fucking match, and I cannot wait for us to get to Revolution and for the Bucks to super kick Sting, pin him in that ring. Not only end his undefeated streak, end his career, and win the tag team titles all at the same time. And the discourse on Twitter is going to be at an all-time fucking low. It is gonna be fucking trenches in that app, like in the absolute mud, and I personally cannot wait. It's gonna be a shit show.
Tremendous.
And there's nothing more entertaining than a shit show.
I love seeing some action myself.
These fuckers are leaning into everything that's said about them online and turning all of those things that are said up to 15. And I've never been a big fan of the Bucks as people. Their in-ring shit, once the bell rings, man, I love that shit. Their matches are always fun. Some of the best matches I've ever seen in my fucking life. Whether it was against the Lucha Brothers
At All Out.
I saw him with Kenny
Luckily,
and Hangman.
the better team won.
Revolution, but the Bucks are a hell of a talented tag team. But they are smug and arrogant as people, and that's the shit. And whatever, they're Christian AF, you know.
Really?
Oh yeah, you don't remember the Christian AF T-shirts they released? No. Yeah, dude. Google Young Bucks Christian AF. I promise you, it'll come up. But yeah, so it's looking like the Bucks are going to be wrestling Sting and Darby for the tag titles at Revolution. We'll see how that we'll see how that like feud goes out. They also had some interaction with Top Flight where they were like kind of giving them the shit, being like, "Are you guys late?" Blah blah blah. Just being dickhead EVPs or whatever, you know.
Oh man, Hangman and Swerve got into it at some point too.
Oh yes. It was,
hell no! You're really telling the truth on this Christian AF shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did not lie.
Hangman was backstage.
I ain't buying it.
Doing an interview
Garbage.
with Renee. And then this was like right after Swerve and Jeff Hardy. Swerve interrupted them. They were just arguing. They were kind of yelling at each other, so you didn't really catch a lot of what they were saying. He was just like,
"You were not gonna do shit."
But
Hangman, man, those guys are gonna be tied to each other forever.
Oh, someone on. Well, a lot of people on Twitter have been comparing him to Rock and Austin, and I can see it. I think it's going to be a generational rivalry.
It will be a generational thing, but this is its own energy.
But Hangman was like, "I'm on a mission. I'm undefeated so far this year. Blah 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 blah, something like that." Hangman, and then Swerve came in, and he's like, "Yeah, you are, but you know who was the last one to beat you? It was me." Hangman hilariously went like, "Yeah, well, it's new year, new me, dumbass." So I popped and laughed, and they were just yelling at each other. And then it was announced that like Renee got word that next week it's going to be dealer's choice matches for the both of them, in which Hangman's going to choose Swerve's opponent, Swerve's going to choose Hangman's opponent, and they're going to get their asses beat. I love these
story stipulations.
So
but man, then speaking of Swerve, after what the Scissor Bang Bang Gang did to Nana, Swerve's gonna have something to say to Jay.
Oh
White.
yeah, They did during the trios titles. They put them through the fucking
yes, man.
timekeeper's table. Smash that dude.
Hey, for the love of God, the prince was destroyed.
The Acclaimed had a bunch of good lines at him. He called him the Nigerian scanner. Prince Nana said, "Please stop calling my mama." That was good.
That was the best. That was probably the best rap he had done so far in AEW.
So
that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And then we had the main event, and it was exactly what you hoped it would be. Just two.
Oh, it was fun.
Just two old bastards hitting each other as hard as they could.
I was like, Edge, protect your neck.
I was thinking about that all week. Well, actually, I wasn't even thinking about his neck. My first thought was like, boy, I don't know if he's ready, because like people don't hit like Minoru Suzuki do in WWE, and he pretty much only wrestled in WWE for the last like 20 years, and they do not got
this ain't
motherfuckers.
Hollywood, Joe.
Yeah, no, they don't got fuckers hitting like Suzuki in WWE, except maybe fucking Walter, but I don't.
This was a once in a lifetime match, and it was very fun on television.
It was awesome.
They was like, he didn't really spear him, but they just drove each other through the barricade at one point. And I was just like, whoa.
Big slaps, big chops, big elbows. Edge hit the Impaler. There was a lot of like just good.
He speared him once and then he kicked out.
Yeah. Yes.
I was like, whoa!
At one point, Edge like ripped off the like he was in the corner. Suzuki was like trying to like pull him out of the corner, and he was like hanging on, and he like ripped off the turnbuckle pad as like he was hanging on, and as Suzuki pulled him, the turnbuckle pad came loose, and that eventually came into the finish where like Edge, I don't know if he like rolled out of something or like at this point I don't remember, but like he pushed Suzuki forward into the fucking turnbuckle, and then I believe he did not spear him. He pushed him into the turnbuckle and he hit the kill switch, sending a very clear message to Christian Cage, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3.
And Suzuki was not happy about it.
Suzuki was not happy. Adam got on the microphone. Kazanina, indeed, man. But Adam Copeland, he grabs the mic. He says, respect Suzuki. Suzuki just growls in his face, as I would hope Suzuki would.
Next time I'll bite him.
He says that was a war Christian Cage would know nothing about.
It's
and
true.
Then he said, I'm still coming for you. And that was the end of Dynamite. Adam Copeland on some hate and shit.
That was a fun show.
All-time hate, yeah. Hell yeah. It was a very good Dynamite. Very much feels like we are back. Rankings are back.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, fucking Wardlow. We didn't talk about Wardlow.
Whoa.
That's the other match I couldn't think about. Wardlow versus Trent Beretta.
The last ride.
The last ride. More importantly, he brought back
or the last shot.
I forgot what he calls it.
Just looks like it will hurt you.
I forgot what he calls it, but he brought back that knee in the fucking corner. Boom! Oh, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, Wardlow's doing the knee again. The rankings are back. We are so fucking back. And, Trent versus Wardlow, it was actually not a squash. They wrestled probably like good 8 or 10 minutes.
It was a cool match.
It was a pretty decent match, yeah.
I like the Adam Cole Wardlow pairing. It's gonna be a fun payoff once he destroys that man.
Hopefully, I was telling Skunk this earlier. I've kind of soured completely on Roddy and Adam Cole and MJF.
I love Adam Cole.
They all kind of have go away heat for me right now, especially MJF. MJF, the worst, and like he's not on TV, so
Adam Cole
he has
said
gone
himself,
away.
MJF is not coming back.
Yeah, and like I know they took him off the roster page or whatever, but he's coming back. He's
I know, but it's fun to think
I'm gonna groan, and eventually I'll get over it. But the last couple months, this whole fucking what were they even called? The brochachos, the fucking brochachos, or better than you, baby. Fucking the whole thing. Just
what they're doing now is way better than all that.
It's soured me on all of them. They all have go away heat for me. Fucking yeah. I do not really want to see Adam Cole on my TV right now. And like, I'm not gonna lie, Wardlow's cool. I don't care that much about Wardlow. Like, he's never been one of my favorites. And, like...
They don't know what to do with him.
Roderick Strong was always my least favorite member of Undisputed Era. He was never fucking Kyle O'Reilly. He didn't have Bobby Fish's cool mustache. I fucking miss Kyle O'Reilly, man. That guy can go. I hope he gets healthy and he can come back. But I really just... I don't want to see
Kyle O'Reilly, you're not alone, buddy.
Period. But yeah, Adam Cole can stay off my TV with the Undisputed Kingdom. Because, like, I never cared about... I never really watched old school Ring of Honor, so I don't give a fuck about the Kingdom.
That's okay.
Or Matt Bennett, or Matt Taven, Mike Bennett.
Matt Taven.
I don't care about none of this shit, so...
But what about Raven?
Yeah, what about Raven? So, yeah, that was Dynamite. Great show. I can't wait for next week. Collision on Saturday looks stacked.
The cage. Is it a cage match?
Yes, the cage
match.
Although
Eliminator style.
Yeah, I think they said escape the cage a bunch of times tonight, and I really hope that's just like a stupid catchphrase or tagline.
Maybe you gotta pin the first two and then escape. Then you have the option to escape the cage at the end.
I don't really want that though. I don't like I do not like the escape the cage gimmick. I think it's cheap and lame. And
remember Big Show?
JBL, and then
the barbed wire steel cage,
and then he crawled through the floor.
That was the most bad guy win. I love it.
But yeah, I got excited. I thought it would be kind of like an elimination chamber kind of thing.
Oh shit!
Where you got pinned and you
had
to get
3-on-3 like in the video games.
Yeah, like where it was a cage match, but like if you got pinned, you had to get the fuck out. Like they opened the door, you left. Close the door. The other two guys have to fucking wrestle on their own because they said elimination, and that's what I thought. If it's gonna be an escape,
they should do something. Yeah, they got.
If it's gonna be an escape the cage thing, I'm gonna kind of hate it because like, why would you leave one of your teammates? Like, unless all three of you are climbing at the same fucking time, the whole concept's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I think what.
So I really hope that's not what it is.
I really hope I really hope that it'll be you gotta pin the other two. And then it'll be down to 1-on-1, and then you have the option to escape the cage.
Royal Rumble is this Saturday. Will you be watching Skunk?
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
25 years ago today, one of the funniest Royal Rumbles happened too.
25? What was it? 25 years ago from
99.
99. Oh, I just saw Mick Foley today. He posted the chair.
The I Quit match. There was that one,
which is wild. Like imagine
I quit.
Like imagine like keeping the chair that like almost killed you and traumatized your children. Like that's insane. But that's Mick Foley.
I cried as a child. I thought that was real. I was in kindergarten.
I don't believe I was watching at that point yet, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that was crazy. Well, that's what it was. Okay.
But here's the thing. There was obviously the I Quit match, but then there was the Royal Rumble match itself. So it would have been way too obvious for Stone Cold to win it.
Wait, 1999.
99.
Is that the year Vince won?
Yeah. What up, G?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, it was such a funny match because leading up to all this, like, you know, it was probably like, well, so Attitude Era was I would say like start of like you know, like late 96 leading into like WrestleMania 17-ish and whatnot.
When he shook Vince's hand.
But
that's
basically because the Attitude Era was the biggest story of the Attitude Era was the foul mouth rebel against the corporate boss.
When he sold his soul and he shook his hand.
But here in the very middle episode or in the biggest story of all time in pro wrestling and whatnot, you had when Austin finally got his hands on Vince McMahon. in the Royal Rumble match, but when Vinnie Mac comes out, just
boardwalk.
Just like he looked big. I know the guy works out a lot still to this day, but he just looked.
Yeah.
He looked massive, dude. And so like Austin finally gets his hands on this son of a bitch, and then they go to carry their big brawl into the back by the egg and stuff, but they never went over the ropes and everything.
Oh yeah.
So they're brawling in the bathroom.
One of those gimmicks.
They're brawling in the bathroom. Austin goes to beat up McMahon. But then McMahon lured Austin into the bathroom and got trapped with him beaten up by like Test and maybe the Godfather or somebody else.
Hell yeah. I think I know.
Yeah. Somebody. You know, just a couple goons that Vince paid and.
Definitely. Goons.
And he just. And then so Austin gets taken out and whatnot, and Vince McMahon and just comes back and sits down just to chill on commentary. He's just like, Austin's not coming back, damn it. I guarantee you. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. That's good shit, Paul. It was such good shit.
Hell yeah.
And then right at the very end and whatnot, so like Undertaker came out and everything himself, and that was crazy because that was like in the height of the Ministry of Darkness gimmick, I think.
Nice.
And if it wasn't that quite yet, it was at least the one where he had like the and like the goatee, like he looked crazy. That's my favorite look.
Hell yeah.
But then you had Undertaker, and then freaking the big red monster himself, Kane, too. And the King is just like with the flames, and then man, so that was cool. All of a sudden, and you hear the of the ambulance.
Oh, the ambulance, yeah.
Austin comes back to part the Red Sea, damn it. And he comes back into the match, and he's just about got it won. But Vinnie Mac comes in and flips him over when The Rock distracts Austin.
Crazy.
And Vince McMahon celebrates with a beer. And it wasn't, man. So that was peak. That was literally the peak of the Attitude Era because of the big story that everyone was looking forward to at the time. And it just it's like even though I was a little kid and watching it like the first, second gradish and whatnot by that point, and oh my god, no, that was kindergarten leading into first grade type of stuff. That was so much fun. Just seeing Austin just not caring and about what anybody would do to him if all he needed to do was just beat down Vinnie Mac for being
this motherfucker one way or another.
It was, dude. It was one of those you had to be there or stories, and it was it was so cool to this day because after that whole hoopla, that led to the epic St. Valentine's Day Massacre cage match clash. That's where where Vince McMahon fell off the cage through the table.
The table? I think I've seen that spot.
Yeah. Dude, it was cool. Austin finally ended up getting his after the Royal Rumble of '99. But it was just so cool. Just that moment of Austin finally getting his hands on Vince McMahon and then leading into the initial bathroom fight. It's just stomping a mud hole in all of that in the boss man's ass.
Yeah, I fucking love the Royal Rumble.
It's always a fun match.
I'll be at work, I believe, so I won't not be watching. But yeah, it's the fun. It's my favorite match WWE does. Maybe I'll watch the pay-per-view when I get home, but we'll see.
Oh, it'll be cool. The Royal Rumble will be a big deal just because as we've never had this much star power all at once in a minute in WWE, and the storyline ends are being somewhat.
Do they really
good.
have that much more star power?
Because as far they got a lot of that short-term star power when I'm in the form of CM Punk, and The Rock. I get everything for now.
Is The Rock going to be at the Rumble?
No, The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania and everything. But I'm saying right now.
It's confirmed he's going to be at WrestleMania.
I think he's going to be at WrestleMania.
Oh, I saw a report today that the plan is not for Cody to win the title or finish the
They're
story.
going to make this the
Mania,
biggest
so.
WrestleMania of all time, with WrestleMania 40, and I get it, but Cody needs the belt. Maybe Cody gets it at SummerSlam.
I don't know. Regardless, I will not be watching.
I will. It'll be cool. I just want CM Punk to get tossed over. Maybe he'll at least throw Drew McIntyre out. Maybe Drew will come in dominantly and CM Punk will throw him out. But I really hope Cody Rhodes gets it because
Back to back, you think?
Yeah. Cody Rhodes needs to finish the story.
Well, none of that will matter to me. I will still not watch.
Not even to see Rhea Ripley destroy people?
No.
But why?
I'm not that horny. I like Rhea Ripley just fine. I'm not gonna tune in to Raw for Mommy. I'm not gonna watch a 3-hour Raw just for 1 sec of Mommy or Dominic. Jesus Christ, Dominic was. How are you that unremarkable of a wrestler when Rey Mysterio is your fucking Mysterio? Rey Mysterio is your fucking father.
He stinks.
Dominic Mysterio, yeah.
Mysterio.
Rank.
He stinks.
Like Bad Bunny is a better natural wrestler.
Dude,
than
Bad
Mysterio.
Bunny in Puerto
That's
Rico
insane.
against Damian Priest was probably the biggest international event they've done in recent memory.
Yeah. And literally just from the clip you played earlier of that Punk and Cody promo, I just couldn't deal with the camera cuts.
They almost kissed.
Yeah,
they were just like just being
and
nose to
I
nose.
don't care about either of those guys. So
regardless, it's there's never been a bigger and better time to be a wrestling fan with all types of companies having fun. Anyways,
you got anything else for him, Skunk?
Honestly, if anyone can see this at the bottom of the page, we finally got our little streaming session going. So we'll be able to start playing wrestling games for all you guys that are tuning in. It's gonna be add another layer of fun for the show, and guys, just don't forget. But in the meantime, just don't forget to check us out on YouTube,
Twitter.
Twitter.
X, formerly known as Twitter. Instagram.
You
said YouTube, Twitch, right?
Yeah, we now have a Twitch channel with the RollUpPod.
I believe that's it.
We're getting out there, and it's gonna be fun. And just join us. Get your toke on.
Get your toke on. Get high, watch wrestling. We'll see you next week.
That's right. Here we go. But before we go, is this gonna work? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.